Hey, let's look at this Year of the Dragon 2024. It's the Chinese calendar that they're going by to make these. They happen around February, March of every year. There's the New Year, the Chinese New Year. This one is called Night Dragon. Now, I normally don't really, sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. This one, I like it because number one, it's red and gold. Number two, it's got a little knight riding on it. So he's a knight rider, get it? He's number 52 out of 250 for the entire year of 2024. This one's from the Hot Wheels Celebration Racers, which are 2 out of 10. So they do like different holidays. And this is the holiday themed vehicles that celebrate cultures, inclusiveness, and other festivities all year. The neighbor's dogs are starting to bark, and I'm like, I don't know why. Somebody's coming to our house or something. All right, so we got this one is like I said, it says 2021, but for 3 years now you have to tell by the color of the corner right here. So let's take this out of the package and look at what it looks like and see if it's ever been used before, because it's not a new for 2024. I'm just curious if I've never seen this one ever before. So out of the package, it's got a more flat gold, a chrome gold, and red. So it's only got about 3 layers of plastic. The bottom being, of course, the more flat gold, or the, I don't know what you call it, almost like a bronze. And then there's the chrome, which is where the knight figure and the pipes are melted together into it. And of course, the top is the red rivets holding it all together. We got 2024 on there in case you forget that it was the Year of the Dragon. A Year of the Dragon will happen again in what year? Well, there's 12 signs, so it'll happen again in 2036, which really won't happen because it'll be a totally different world then. All right, so looking at the front, we got the dragon's face. His jaw is made out of a color. It's different from the top of it, which is interesting. There's no painted facial features, no eyes, nothing on the top where the scales are. The gold figure is not as nice looking as he is in the picture right here. In the picture, he's got lines on his helmet. There are no lines on that helmet. I mean, it could be because of the chrome on it. It could have not, been too clumpy, and maybe there was some detail under the chrome. I don't know. That's the thing I'm curious about. All right, so it was 2013 was the first pressing of this, which would kind of make sense because it was probably, well, no, that would be too late for the Year of the Dragon last time, as that would have been 2012. So I don't think they may have used this as the Year of the Dragon last time. It was probably just in some night set. This one was made in Malaysia. It is part of Series 44 or Set 44. And, man, there's a bug just went. All right, I forgot to spray myself really good. And there's nothing else on here. But, hey, at least we know the original year it was actually pressed. But it wasn't in time for the Year of the Dragon. That would have been either 2011 or 2012 on the bottom of it for the year 2012. So let's see what this thing looks like on the tracks. I'd probably have been 2011 because they made it earlier than 2012, so they can get there in time for, because the Chinese New Year is February. It's beginning of the year, basically, close to the beginning. Okay, so it says it's one of the best for tracks, and it fits the tracks. The back wheels are bigger than the front wheels. They have the 5 spokes, which is, pretty old. It's a good roller. I mean, this is, of course, really bumpy. Unlike the other table that I used to use, the other table is like a wood grain finish on top of it. Does the barking thing pretty well. Somebody's burning some leaves or something. So I really like the concept. This reminds me, I think the reason this really appeals to me is because this reminds me of the Zoids. So if you ever collected Zoids, you'd remember the little chrome figures inside of the heads or cockpits or whatever all over the Zoids and Star Ears. So it reminds me a lot of that. So I think I'll put it with, if I can get my Star Ears out, I might put this in my Star Ears collection. Just, I don't know, just to add it in there. And it's definitely a more Chinese dragon. You can tell from that. That's why I wondered what it was originally. I'm going to look online to see what was this one originally, because there's a knight on it, which is not very Chinese. But this dragon, the curvy dragon, that's way more Chinese than the medieval dragons, which were much more like dinosaurs with big fat butts. I mean, basically, they weren't long and curvy. They were originally dragons was just the word that they used before. Maybe men came up with the word dinosaur. So whenever back after the flood, the few dinosaurs that were remaining were killed off, and people called them dragons. They didn't have the word dinosaur. They're about the same thing. Dinosaur means terrible lizard. Draggin is a terrible lizard. And you may think, well, what about that fire breathing? Well, the bombardier beetle can poop fire out of his butt, so it's not like it's impossible, but the fire breathing part, it could be somewhat mythological. I don't take too much haste in it. I'm not gonna like bet my life on it. All right, so I think it's a pretty cool one. I'm just curious, did you guys find it and pick it up? I just happened to like, wow, I've never seen this one before. And I wonder how many times it's been used since then. So just curious, I can almost imagine it being a more green color with a silver dragon or silver knight on top of it. So I'm just curious of what it was in the past. When was it last used? Was it used more than once before this? All right, y'all have a great Wednesday.